start to settle into the body and the nervous system, start to relax by breathing really deeply toward the base of the belly. And then exhale, press the belly button back. We're going to do the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to those who came before me. I just got to work with what I have. And that's what the chants do. So just take a deep inhalation here, a deep exhalation. And then after the inhale, enunciate the G and bring it all the way up toward the crown of the head. Really feel the earth beneath the sit bones. And then inhale. Ahang Namo Gurudev Namo. Take a deep breath in, reach the palms up. Exhale, left palm comes toward the right knee. Start to take the chest toward the earth. Squeeze the belly button toward the spine. And then on the exhale, round the back. Pull the belly button back and then pull the chin toward the chest. Inhale, lift the chest. And then exhale, round the spine. Squeeze the belly. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Round the back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, round the spine. Just bring the palms 45 and pull through the fingers. Get into the back of the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Squeeze the belly. The right palm comes toward the left knee. Exhale, round the spine. The low back is going to come first, and then the mid, and then the upper. And then you're bringing the chin toward the chest. Inhale, lift the back of the rib cage. Exhale, round the spine. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring both palms toward the knees and then lift through the palms. Exhale, bring the palms down, use the back of the shoulder blades. This is Ujjayi breath here. Last one. Good. Exhale, the palms are going to come toward the knees, and then we're going to start breath of fire after 3 rounds of slow breath. So just take a deep inhale, squeeze Mula Bandha, bring it all the way up toward the head, and then exhale. Pull the belly button back. Really feel the belly button toward the spine, and then inhale, really breathe. So you're just doing this, it's really minute movements that are going to make this very natural to the body. Last one. Now you're going to really round the spine. It's the low, mid, and upper spine and the chin toward the chest. And then we're going to do breath of fire with a spinal flexion. Drive it from the back of the rib cage. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Breath of fire. Find one point to sort of fixate on and then lose the gaze, and it becomes a gazeless gaze that the yogis call dristi. You're pulling the energy in and then pressing the energy out of the chest and then containing it with the chin toward the chest. What's this doing is this is magnetizing the auric field, and it's cleansing out the base of the heart all the way up toward the shoulders. Count 10 more in your own pace, your own rhythm. Good, get ready to hold. Pull the belly button in, bring it all the way up toward the crown of the head. Good, sink it back toward the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Good, round the spine. Keep the chin toward the chest and then take the center and then start to circle with a rounded back. You're gonna massage all of the organs this way and cleanse out the liver, get the back of the rib cage. Last one. Reach the palms above the head on the inhale and then pull up all the way through the crown of the head. Bring the chin toward the chest. Lock the base of the pelvic floor and you're keeping that flow from the bottom to the heart. Bottom to the heart. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, round. Inhale. This one's going to be a flow through the back of the body. You're going to feel through the shoulder blades. Feel through the shoulders. You can bring them up toward the ears if it feels good. Last one. Good. Now you're going to come to Sat Kriya, which is the thumbs crossed and the fingertips up, and then lift the energy all the way up. Squeeze the base of the pelvic floor. You're just going to send it up. It's going to feel like you're floating, but you want to focus on the feet as much as possible. Start to move the back of the rib cage in a counterclock circle. Squeeze the belly. You want to keep the upper body as still as possible and the lower body as still as possible, but you can see that I'm moving and it's okay. Really accept exactly where you're at. You want to control the spiral with the belly muscles and the deepest part of the core. We're going to go back and forth now with just the belly. So when you're doing just the belly, you're going to squeeze the belly button back and then inhale, lift. Squeeze back and then lift, and then the shoulders are away from the ears, okay, with a breath of fire. So inhale, lock the base of the pelvic floor called Mula Bandha. Exhale, set the shoulders away from the ears. Work with just the low belly, breath of fire. You want to squeeze the belly button back. Just imagine all of the aspects behind the belly button squeezing back toward the spine as much as possible. Really squeeze. You might sweat a little. We're going to go for 5. Very good. Relax. Inhale, lift the shoulders, round the spine. You can move the shoulders back and you can move the shoulders forward, but you're going to go left to right with the shoulders, engage the oblique. So it's actually the whole upper body that you're moving through. So the left shoulder is going to move back and then the right shoulder. So you want to keep all of the energy at the base of the pelvic floor and like you're pushing down with all of the bones that touch the earth. So it feels like your upper body's moving when really your lower body is stable, and that's the Kriya, is that you're taking guided action through the body, and then it's going to be just a shoulder shrug like this with breath of fire. You can take water here if you want. Take a deep breath in. You can come to Gyan Mudra if it helps you. If that doesn't feel good, just leave the palms toward the knees. The breath is like this. This is awakening both sides of the brain, and then it's thinning the corpus callosum at the same time, so it links the brain hemispheres. As you send the energy up, you're going to really feel the energy move up, and you want to sit as tall as possible. If you become lightheaded or dizzy, you just want to stop doing this and do a slow breath. But this is going to lift the energy toward the crown, and then we're going to press it down. So lift it as high as you can. And then inhale, hold. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. One more breath. Exhale. Pull the belly button back. You could do this with the eyes open or closed. Bring the shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees. Take a deep breath in. Drop the belly, lift the chest, and then just the pubic bone and the low belly are gonna squeeze. You're gonna squeeze the belly button back. So your head's gonna stay neutral, where your neck is in line with the spine and the crown of the head is forward. You can curl the toes under or leave them flat. Inhale. Tip the base of the pelvic floor up, and then exhale, squeeze the base of the pelvic floor, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. This helps to heal any kind of trauma in the front of the body, anything that happens that makes it feel really uncomfortable and tight. You're just gonna release the tension through the breath. And then we're gonna move into a breath of fire here. So we're gonna do 5 more slow breaths. And you can move in a circle if that feels good, but you wanna squeeze the low belly in as much as possible. Squeeze behind the belly button as much as possible. 2 more. Very good. Breath of fire, just the low belly. You want to control the low belly as much as possible, and the tip of the tongue is toward the roof of the mouth. The crown of the head is forward, so there's no crunching in the neck, and you're only moving through the low belly. Good, squeeze. Keep the low belly tucked, squeeze, curl the toes under. Lift the hips toward the sky, Adho Mukha Savasana. Take a deep breath in here. Press the back of the rib cage toward the earth. Three more long breaths here. You can take the low belly into a circle if it feels good. Squeeze the belly. Good. The shoulders are going to come over the wrists on that last exhale. Take a deep breath in. Widen through the fingers as much as possible. Exhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Bring the knees toward the earth. You want to be super consistent with awakening the 10 bodies. We're not just working with the physical body, that's just one of the bodies, but we're really into that emotional and mental body. So take a deep breath in, really feel the foot. You're going to point through the ball of the foot or flex the foot, and then you're going to squeeze the muscle toward the bone, squeeze the belly, squeeze in. On the exhale, you can send it up or you can send it out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Stabilize through the left shin. You want to focus on stability first, and then strength, and then flexibility. Last one. Squeeze. Good. All the way back up, we're going to do breath of fire. So if it doesn't serve you, you can just go into the slow breath. If it feels good, you're going to do breath of fire, squeezing the nose toward the knee. Take a deep inhale. Stability in the left shin. Exhale. Breath of fire like this. You want to breathe only through the nose, and this is slight staccato breaths that are squeezing from the diaphragm. And as you do this, you break through the obstacles in the lower part of the body, anything in the root. Good, lift. Left palm's gonna reach back for the inner part of the foot. Press down through the shin and lift up through the right quad. Open the chest. Exhale, release it down. Sit the booty back over the heels. You can curl the toes under, leave them flat. Take the forehead toward the earth. Start to bring the shoulders over the wrists. We prepare for the left side by rooting down through the right shin. I don't know how my hair is in this. It's just natural. This is what it is. Take a deep breath in. I usually actually practice with my hair down. Deep breath out. Exhale, squeeze. You want to bring the belly button back. If you wear your hair up, it's actually a lot better to have the prana flow really directly if you're dealing directly with any emotional issues or anything like that. If there's a physical issue, it's pointing toward the emotional body. The emotional body is pointing toward the mental body. And we separate them in yoga, but they're all the same when we experience them. And so that's why moving through the body helps more than just the physical space. We're going to move into the breath of fire now. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Very good. Breath of fire. It's so good if you're on an actual natural spot of the earth. If you're on concrete or like a subfloor or any kind of floor, stay stable toward the earth. And really just imagine roots toward the earth. Very good. Take it all the way down, sit the booty back. The palms are going to come down. You can come up onto the fingertips and then take the belly all the way back, round the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, round. The back of the rib cage is going to go into a circle. Good. Low body circle. Use the belly. You want to extend the arms when you're doing this. This is going to open up the side body. So the liver meridian line, the stomach, and the spleen. Take a deep inhalation, reach the right palm up. Whoop. Thread the needle, back of the rib cage, the forearm, the deltoid. You can take a variation here if that feels good. Exhale, release the bind, keep the palms toward the mat, and then take a deep inhale, suck the belly button back. Really tuck, squeeze, breathe. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 2 more breaths. Exhale, go ahead and take a seat. This right leg is going to come out and press through the ball of the foot. Exhale, this left leg is going to come out. Take a deep breath in here. Squeeze the base of the pelvic floor, reach the palms above the head. For this one, you want to keep the chest up tall. You're going to lead every movement with the chest. So when we inhale, we're going to lift all the way up. And then when we exhale, the chest is going to come down, the palms come down, and then inhale, lift. A lot of people tend to like round. You want to keep it really tall and then bow forward. And then inhale, lift, use the low belly, and then exhale toward the left. Inhale, exhale. You want to lock the base of the pelvic floor and find your own flow here. Last one. Lift it all the way up. The back of the rib cage is going to circle. You're going to squeeze the low belly. The palms come all the way out. For this one, the fingertips are going to come in front of the shoulders, and then the thumbs right behind the shoulder blade. The way Yogi Bhajan does it is the shoulders up like this and the elbows up. The way I do it is the elbows forward. So take a deep inhalation, deep exhalation, variation. Inhale, exhale. You want to peel the shoulders apart. So when you're inhaling, the elbows are going to be in line with the shoulder. And when you're exhaling, this can help prevent a lot of tension in the neck. Bring the chin toward the chest. Stretch the cervical spine. 2 more breaths. This is going to lead into the breath of fire again. Last one. Very good. Breath of fire here. Good. Hold it all in. Elbows up. Exhale, left palm drops down. The right palm's going to reach over. Bow the chest forward. Come into the twist. The twist is going to get all of the inner vitals. So you want to squeeze and lengthen the spine. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, this left palm is going to come down. One more deep breath here. Good. Reach the palms all the way up. Really channel that energy. We're going to do breath of fire, right to left like this. What this does is it strengthens the protective auric field, and it brings you back into the physical. Anandamaya kosha, the yogis call it. You want to channel the energy up. 2 more. All the way up. Good. Breath of fire. It's going to feel funny at first, but once you have the flow, you want to keep that pranic flow moving like this. Keep that belly button locked toward the spine and really squeeze. Take a deep breath in and hold. The best you can. If you feel dizzy or lightheaded, you want to stop the breath and come into the body. Focus on the feet. Notice the ankles and the knees. You're holding. And then exhale, round the spine. It's okay if the hold doesn't happen right away. You're working on lung capacity every time you come into pranayama and this deeper breath. You're breathing into all of your inner vital organs, and it generates a lot of prana in the body, which creates a very magnetic aura. Last one. Good. Lift the back of the rib cage. You're going to round the spine again and really feel Hata chakra right behind the belly button. Squeeze. Take it and then circle. Like, you might not be able to see it. It's a really small micro movement. So you just want to squeeze the muscles. We're going to go in and out, and then it's like a circle. So this one's a little bit more of an advanced kriya called Mahashakti Kriya. And basically you're going to take everything at the base of the pelvic floor, and while you're spiraling the base of the pelvic floor, you're going to send it up. The tip of the tongue is toward the roof of the mouth, and the breath is like this. You're going to feel the breath go in and up toward the head. If you want to hold your hands in Gyan Mudra, it helps to ground the body. If you want more power and energy, you can do Surya Mudra, which is the ring finger with the thumb on top. It's whatever feels best for you. This is just my regular practice every day. And all it is consistency in the breath on the mat every single day. Even if you don't feel like it, you have to push through it. It's just, that's what Kriya is. And then you make it sacred by just enjoying it. Good, release. You're gonna bring the toes to curl underneath, and then it's this rounded spine. Sit back on the heels in rock pose. Send the energy all the way up. This one's a super powerful one of my favorite ones, where you're squeezing Mula Bandha in and up, and like you can kind of feel your glutes, and then you're also just kind of lifting and then squeezing pubic bone and belly button. So your chest is still really tall, but you're squeezing those lower bandhas into the root chakra, really feeling the ball of the foot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Pull the belly button. Very good. Squeeze. It's just a pulsation inward. Palms come toward the chest. You want to squeeze inward. And the reason that I wear all white is not because I'm in a cult, and it's not because I think that it looks good. It's the electromagnetic frequency of the color white, and also the materials that are used. So if you have something like this that's more flowy and breathable, use it. Linen works and cotton works. This is probably the worst thing for it because energy gets caught, but I spilled coffee all over my other ones. Circle the belly. Squeeze. This is the hardest one in the Kriya because you're hovering over the heels. Reach the palms forward. Keep the chest really tall. Take a deep breath in. Squeeze. Squeeze. Good. Lift. Release. Press the tops of the feet toward the earth. Upward facing dog. Keep the hips off of the earth. Let the heart lift. Downward facing dog. Knees are going to come down. Bring the knees all the way up toward the sky. Vertebrae by vertebrae, you're going to come back down. Take a deep breath in. And then with awareness, just start to lower toward the earth. Use the belly. Reach the palms all the way up. Left knee is going to come in. Right leg rises. You want to point through the foot, or point through the ball of the foot or the toe, or flex the foot back. I'm going to do the foot point. Squeeze the knee in. If you want more intensity, you're going to lift the shoulders off of the earth. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Squeeze the belly in, and then exhale, lower the right leg. Inhale. But you have to squeeze the belly in tight. You need to have your bandhas engaged. This can't be like this, where it's just haphazard. It needs to squeeze in with control, lifting it up. I don't really like that word control, so just command the leg to lift and really squeeze the muscle toward the bone. We're going to move into a breath of fire. You can lay the head back if you want. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower. Very good. Breath of fire like this. Good, release. Bring the right knee in. Extend the left leg out. We're gonna do the same thing on that side. If you need to rest longer, really give yourself that time. And take this one really slow. You can work your way up to 3 minutes at a time. Lift through the left foot. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Good, breath of fire. Almost there. Good. Bring the knee in. You can take happy baby, kick the knees back toward the armpits. You really want to feel the hamstrings here. So roll the spine out. If you want to open up the hip, the left foot can come toward the right, and then the shin is going to come parallel. So you're trying to press the right heel down while you're keeping the glute on the earth and then bringing the shin toward the chest. Take a deep breath in. If you want to move into half sleeping yogi, you can bring this left knee underneath the left shoulder. Try to keep this right heel grounded. Last breath. Good. Other side. Left leg's going to go long. Right shin comes in. Bring the right knee over the right shoulder. Mine doesn't really reach, so I'm going to root through my left heel and just bring my shin across the chest. You can do whatever feels good here for the hip. The ankles are going to be arranged underneath the knees. You can keep the palms above the head. Backs of the hands toward the earth, or you could keep the palms next to the hips. You're going to lift the pelvis just 2 inches off of the earth, and then on the exhale, it's going to drop down like this. So we're going to do this for 30 times. It's a trauma release exercise and also very good for the root chakra. Take a deep breath in. Really root down through the posterior, so the heels, the posterior chain, and then lower 6 inches so that you're hovering on the earth. Deep breath in. And then exhale, you're just going to let it drop. Inhale, exhale. So you're not feeling like a super hard drop. It's not like a thud that it should hurt. But if you ever feel pain during this, you just want to stop and then just roll the knees left to right like this, and you can breathe. It's okay to not do this one. Good. Relax. The knees are going to come in, and then they draw a circle around the sacrum. You want to feel around the upside down triangle bone. Exhale, go ahead and release it down. This left knee is going to come over the right. And then you're just going to bring the palms into a field goal or a T. And this is near the end of the practice where you're just letting gravity pull. There's really no effort here. Awakening the 10 bodies is equally honoring of rest as it is the guided action steps and the breathing techniques. Sometimes you can feel dry after breath of fire, especially if your fire is burnt out. And so you need to take water and take deep rest. And you want to rest double the amount of time that you actually did the Kriya. So if we did 45 minutes today, you want to rest for 2 hours. The knees toward the earth first, and if the shoulder buoys up, just let it happen. And then exhale, take both knees toward the center. You're going to extend the body out. Take a deep inhalation here. Deep exhalation.